Kabataan, atong kaugmaon. Ginikanan, atong kaabag. Komunidad, atong kausa. Gidalit kaninyo sa Department of Education, Region 10 sa Amihanang Mindanao. Ug niining estasyon, ang programa nga maoy tumong og tinguha ang pagpadayon sa edukasyon taliwala sa bisan unsang katalagman. Sa ingon niini, padayon nga makakaton ang kabataan ug makabot damlag ang ilang mga panganib. Kini ang DepEd RX Adobe. Mga higala, ani ana ang inyong magtutudlo.
Good morning, Region 10. Good morning, Misamis Oriental. Good morning, Grade 10 students. Welcome to the new normal education where you learn as you listen on air. This is DepEd Region 10 School in the Air for Grade 10 Mathematics. I am your radio teacher, Maricel Sinale, all the way from Misamis Oriental General Comprehensive High School, Division of Misamis Oriental, Region 10. After listening to this episode, the grade 10 learners are expected to solve problems involving sequences. Are you ready, grade 10 students?
Yeah!
All right. Before we begin our lesson, let us check first what you already know about this topic. I want you to answer the pre-test numbers 1 to 15 of the module found on page 2. All you need to do is to follow the direction and write your best answer on your paper. I will play music and it's your cue to start answering. If it stops, it means you have to stop. Ready? Here it goes. There you have it! It is time to check your answers. I need you to be honest because we want to find out what you already know about this lesson. Do not worry, this will not be graded. It will just help you learn better, okay? Let us start. Here are the correct answers. Number 1, the answer is B. Number 2 is A. Number 3 is D. Number 4 is C. Number 5 is A. Number 6 is D. Number 7 is A. Number 8 is D. Number 9 is B. Number 10 is B. Number 11 is D. Number 12 is A. 13 is B. 14 is B. And number 15, the answer is B. So what's your score? If you got 13 out of 15 correct answers, you may skip this module. However, you may study the lessons if you missed some items. If your score is less than 13, don't worry. Don't feel bad. Just proceed with the module and learn more. Alright, our first lesson is problems on arithmetic sequences. This time, turn to page 4 of your module, What I Know. What you are going to do is read, analyze, and solve each problem. Show your solutions clearly and neatly. Okay, time is up. Let us check your answers. In number 1, the answer is 19 units long. Number 2, the answer is 3,000 pesos. Number 3, it is 3. Number 4, it is 900 meters. And number 5, the answer is 99 is the biggest two-digit number in the sequence. And Lina is the winner. What is your score? If you got 4 out of 5 correct answers, congratulations! You may skip this lesson. However, you may continue studying this lesson if you missed some items. If your score is below 4, don't worry, it's okay, as long as you tried your best in giving the correct answer. Now let's move to what's in. Supply the missing term and describe how each number in the set is identified. Let us study the given solutions and discussions in your module. Number 1. The set of numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. What is the next term? As you can see, each number that proceeds after the first is found by adding a constant 2 to its preceding number or term. That is 1 plus 2 equals 3. 3 plus 2 equals 5. 5 plus 2 equals 7. 7 plus 2 equals 9. 9 plus 2 equals 11. 11 plus 2 equals 13. 13 plus 2 equals 15. So the missing term in number 1 is 15. That's right. Let us proceed to number 2. The set of numbers 1, 4, 9, 16, blank, 36, 49. What is the missing number? In number 2, the set is composed of the squares of the 7 counting numbers. That is 1 times 1 equals 1, 2 times 2 equals 4, 3 times 3 equals 9, 4 times 4 equals 16, 5 times 5 equals 25. So the missing term is 25. Did you get it? Very good. Now it's your turn. Give the missing term in numbers 3 to 5. Okay, let us check your answers. In number 3, the missing term is 22. Number 4, the missing term is 39 and 625 ten-thousandths, or 39.0625. And in number 5, 55 is the missing term. Easy, right? Let us move to what's new. Let's explore. We have there situation A. Lisa loves walking as a form of exercise to stay healthy and fit. She spent 15 minutes on her first week of doing the routine. Each week thereafter, she added 5 minutes to her walking time. In number 1, you are asked to complete the table. In the first week, her walking time is 15, that is the given. In the second week, that is 15 plus 5 equals 20, because Lisa added 5 minutes after each week of walking. In the third week, that is 20 plus 5 equals 25. In the fourth week, 25 plus 5 equals 30. In the fifth week, her walking time spent is 35 minutes. In the sixth week, that is 40 minutes. In the seventh week, that is 45 minutes. In the eighth week, that is 50 minutes. In the ninth week, that is 55 minutes. And in the 10th week, her walking time is 60 minutes. And that was super easy, right? Next is number 2. Did you observe any pattern? How did you obtain the time values? Okay, notice that each time value after the first week was obtained by adding 5 to the time value of each preceding week. Hence, the pattern is by adding 5. Number 3. What kind of sequence is formed by the time values? Why? Lisa's walking time formed the sequence 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Since each term after the first is obtained by constantly adding 5 to the preceding term, the sequence is called an arithmetic sequence. Question number 4. What was Lisa's walking time on the 10th week? Can you think of another way to get the same walking time? Are you still with me, grade 10 students? Alright. The table shows that Lisa's walking time in the 10th week is 60 minutes. Recall that the time that Lisa spent while walking in the 10th week can also be found using the general formula for arithmetic sequence. Take note that the nth term of an arithmetic sequence is given by the rule nth term is equal to the first term plus the term position minus 1 times the common difference, or a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d, where a sub n is the nth term, a sub 1 is the first term, n is the number of terms, and d is the common difference. Okay, using the rule, let us find Lisa's time spent on her 10th walking week. Step 1. What is asked? It is a sub 10. So that means, my dear students, you are going to find the 10th week walking time of Lisa, which is the value of a sub 10. Step 2. What are given? The givens are a sub 1 equals 15, n equals 10, and d equals 5. To find the 10th week walking time of Lisa, or a sub 10, the rule needs the values for a sub 1, n, and d. Step 3. What is the needed rule? The general formula for arithmetic sequence is the nth term equals the first term plus the quantity of the number of terms minus 1 times the common difference. Step number 4. What is the solution? What you are going to do is substitute the values for a sub 1, n, and d in the rule, where a sub 1 equals 15, n equals 10, and d equals 5. That is, a sub 10 equals 15 plus the quantity of 10 minus 1 times 5. Then 10 minus 1 is 9. It will become a sub 10 equals 15 plus 9 times 5. After that, perform the indicated operation by multiplying 9 and 5 to get 45. It will now become a sub 10 is equal to 15 plus 45. And then add 15 and 45 to get 60. That is, a sub 10 is equal to 60. Therefore, Lisa spent 60 minutes on her 10th walking week. By the rule, Lisa spent 1 hour during her 10th week of walking exercise. Did you follow it? Great! Now let us move on to question number 5. What should be Lisa's walking time on the 20th week? Step number 1. What is asked? Find a sub 20 or the 20th week walking time of Lisa. Step number 2. What are given? To find the 20th week walking time of Lisa or a sub 20, the rule needs the values for a sub 1, n, and d, where a sub 1 equals 15, n equals 20, and d equals 5. Step number 3. What is the needed rule? The general formula for arithmetic sequence is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. Step number 4. What is the solution? What you're going to do is substitute the values for a sub 1, n, and d in the rule, where a sub 1 equals 15, n equals 20, and d equals 5. That is a sub 20 equals 15 plus the quantity of 20 minus 1 times 5. Then subtract 20 and 1 to get 19. It will become a sub 20 equals 15 plus 19 times 5. After that, perform the indicated operation by multiplying 19 and 5 to get 95. So you can now write a sub 20 equals 15 plus 95. Then add 15 and 95. It will now become a sub 20 equals 110. Thus, Lisa spent 110 minutes on her 20th walking week. By the rule, Lisa spent 1 hour and 50 minutes in walking during the 20th week. What is the total number of minutes spent by Lisa in walking since week 1 to week 10? How did you obtain the value? The total time spent by Lisa from week 1 to week 10 of doing the walking exercise can be found by simply adding the weekly time elapsed. In week 1, her walking time spent is 15, that is the given. Lisa added 5 minutes after each week of walking, so that is 15 plus 20 plus 25 plus 30 plus 35 plus 40 plus 45 plus 50 plus 55 plus 60. That is equal to 375. Thus, the total walking time spent by Lisa from week 1 to week 10 is 375 minutes. However, the addition process is good only for a sequence with a limited number of terms. When dealing with sequences involving many terms, adding all the terms becomes more tiresome. Hence, a rule is derived. The sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence denoted by S sub n is given by S sub n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity of a sub 1 plus a sub n, or its alternative, S sub n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity of a sub 1 plus the quantity of a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. Substitute a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d for a sub n. Or S sub n is equal to n over 2 times the quantity of 2 times a sub 1 plus the quantity of n minus 1 times d. Take note that the alternative formula is useful when a sub n is not known. Did you get the given examples? Very good! Now, try to consider how to use the formula to get the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence by looking at the solutions on the next page.
Standing in the street alone. Her head was down, face locked onto the phone. And I wished I'd had a number so I could be color unknown. And then I tell her to look into my eyes and never let it go.
Okay, did you get it? Good job! This time, go to Let's Try This on page 13 of your module. Follow the steps in solving the following problems. Write your answers on your paper and show your solutions. You may start now. Up. Was it easy? Okay, let's check your answers. Number 1, the answer is Wednesday. Number 2, it is 220. Number 3 is 2022. Number 4, the answer is 555. And the answer in number 5 is 4. Did you get all the answers correctly? Wow, you are amazing! You have just learned solving problems on arithmetic sequences. Good job in listening and participating through the activities that I let you make. Don't forget about what we have discussed because you can use it in answering other activities found in your module. That will be all for today's episode. Let's talk about more on solving problems involving sequences on the next episode. This has been your radio teacher, Maricel Sinale from Misamis Oriental General Comprehensive High School, Division of Misamis Oriental for the School on the Air in Grade 10 Mathematics.
Ang DepEd RX Adobe. Gidalit kaninyo sa Department of Education, Rehiyon 10 sa Amihan ng Mindanao. Kining tanan, atong gihimo para sa kabataan. Hangtod sa sunod natong panag-uban. Daghang salamat.
Yay! Alas 11:03 na mga idol. Lagi mathematics man gito. Oy! Sa mga nakakuha, you love math or matulog? Ay, yun saon na lang. Sa mga nakakuha sa mga answers, yay! Palakpakan! Sa mga wala, mo gingon ni teacher, no? Nga, relax lang. Dili magpataranta. Kay na ay Google. Alas 11:03 na, oy, ito na ko. Masunod na ang programa ng IFM sa tanghali. Kawan ang inyong Kuya Nathan. Nakinin na lamang si Tamsi. Gotta go. Thank you. Mama. Chip. 11:03.
That time check was brought to you by Nescafe Classic. Babangon ka sa Nescafe Classic. 3 pesos lang SRP sa sari-sari store.
This time check is brought to you by Naproxen Sodium Skilan. Ayos na rayuma ko. This time check is brought to you by Rexona. Ligo lang, kulang. No to chamba-chamba.
Information. Music. Entertainment. IFM. Philippines.
Isa, dalawa, tatlo.
Sinong manana?